The next knot we're going to mess around with is what you do to attach a hook. And again, I'm all for simplicity. I strongly believe in the value of being able to tie in a hook quickly and get going. There are fancier knots. You can do clinches, you can do all sorts of things. But when you get in and start testing the breaking strength, a Palomar knot looks darn good. And it's a hard knot to screw up. And it's possible, a person can screw it up, but it is hard to do. There's only a couple things that are important when you do the Palomar, and that's one, that the line is going in and out of the hook straight. You don't have twists, so the line doesn't have a chance to cut into itself and cut into itself. If you take care of that one point, it's going to work. And you can use this knot. Frankly, I'll use it to 60 pound without a problem. Sometimes I'll go even higher than that. And yes, there are fancier knots. You can use what some refer to as a jam knot or a San Diego jam knot. Well, I'll show you how to do one of those maybe in another clip. And that's a good knot, and it will test out higher in terms of strength, but it's also a bulkier knot and stiffer. So unless I were using a ring hook, for instance, I probably wouldn't go to it. But for the majority of fishing the person does, and we're talking fish 100 pound and down, and even up as far as that goes, a Palomar is really a darn good knot, and it's quick and easy to tie, which, you can do it a lot faster than I'm doing this videotape, I promise. Okay, here's the program. I'll move up closer. Again, we're using about 60 pound test here, and a big, mustad trolling hook, easier to see. Go ahead and take your line and go through the eye. Okay, give yourself, 4, 5, 6 inches to work with. Okay, go back through that eye one more time. Okay, so now I've got nothing but a big loop on the other end, and if I pull it, oh my gosh, I've got nothing. Let's try this one more time. Put the line through the eye, come back, put that line right back through the eye again. Okay, so the hook is swinging. Make sure the lines are parallel to one another and that they're not twisted. That's one of those things that will cut down the test of this knot. Okay, so now we've got the lines parallel. It's going in and out of the hook. And now with this loop side over here, I'm going to make an overhand knot. That's all. There's my loop. I'm going to take that tagged loop through the loop I've just made. Okay, so I've got an overhand knot hanging up here. I'm going to bring it down a little bit, and now I'm going to take that hook and put that through the loop I made. Okay, and there's that loop that I brought through. Bend that up and begin to cinch down a little bit. Again, lick the line so you don't have friction or heat buildup. And then cinch that puppy. And it always helps if you're cinching down on something instead of cinching it down into your hand. Ouch. Okay, and there's our knot. That's it. Again, this is 60 pound line that I'm running with, which is considered heavy for this knot, but frankly it works just fine. Okay. I'll do it one more time. Take our dikes and snip it. Okay. We've got our Mondo hook. Take the line, go through the eye, come back, through the eye again, going right back in the way you came out. Make sure the line is parallel. Make a loop, your overhand knot. Okay, let's try that again. There's the knot. Okay, I've taken this loop through, and now around the hook, taking both the tag end and your main line. Go ahead and cinch down a little bit to reduce friction. Lick the line, and then go ahead and tighten it. And that's it. Again, clip your tag line, maybe a 1/16, an 1/8 of an inch. Doesn't have to be much, because frankly, if you've tied the knot properly, you're not going to have any slippage. Okay, and that's it. And it gives you two sections of line around the eye of the hook for strength, and your knot is not too bulky. I mean, it's not the type of thing that's going to be free swinging, but it works real well. The first ring hook's even better for your bait, because that's going to let them swim better, in my estimation. But again, a Palomar is going to cover the vast majority of your needs, and that little cigar knot for the fluorocarbon, quick and easy. I mean, really quick and easy. Both these knots will test out real well, and really on most any fishing trip you go on, if you have these two knots mastered, you're good to go. You know, you're not looking at a deckhand to help you out, or wasting a whole lot of time tying knots and getting frustrated when you're in the middle of a frenzied bite. You know, the trick is to be able to get a rig out there quick and easy. And the Palomar will cover you on the hook needs. That's the little cigar knot I showed you. That one is going to cover you as far as making that line invisible to the fish, so you stand a better chance of getting bit. If there were two knots to know, a Palomar and a cigar, those are the two best knots for my money. And the two go-to knots for anybody on any sort of trail. And again, I don't care if it's 10 days or less. There are more sophisticated knots, and certainly fancier ones, and there will be some that will test out heavier and some that will have this benefit or that benefit. But when push comes to shove, those two knots are going to cover your needs and get you bit. Thank you for watching.